Hello, my dear students. This is the program which is on CSV file, and this program is expected to come in the practical exam. So this is a very simple program, and as you know, the CSV is comma separated value. CSV फाइल को बनाते वक्त आपको ये देखना होगा कि जो जो फाइल क्रिएट होगी या फाइल में जो डेटा आप देंगे, the content will be delimited by comma by default. And if you want to give delimiter of another kind, you can give. Like if you want to give tab, you can give. You want to give uh, comma. If you want to give semicolon, whichever character or delimiter you want, you can give. So over here, if you see the paper, the paper is like this. Write a program to add students detail in CSV file students.csv. So the CSV file which you are going to create should have name students and the extension should be CSV. Okay, and the file should contain student ID of integer type, student name of string type, and score of integer type. And other than this program, there is another program which is the connectivity program. Over here, you see, observe the following code and fill in the given blanks as directed. So this is the Python and MySQL connectivity program. So there are some blanks you will have to fill. So these fillers are very simple because over here the first statement is connect. So obviously you will have to give connection string, and what should be the password or user ID, it is given here. It shows the data server is localhost, so your host is localhost and user is root and password is Stephen and database is customer. So you can give connection string this way, and the statement number two it is requiring is it is creating the cursor, so you will have to mention cursor here, the cursor function here. And the next is my cursor.execute. So over here you will have to give the SQL query, and it is the query which you might have executed in MySQL, but over here, since this is the connectivity, over here you will have to embed the statement, SQL statement in Python, so that whatever you are executing, it will impact MySQL directly or MySQL table directly. So over here, my cursor.execute, and you will have to fill the SQL statement or SQL query. So what is the query? Query says the partial code is given for inserting a record in customer table. So table is customer, and you will have to write the SQL query to insert the complete detail like 111 Abhishek Ahmedabad 1500 and mobile number. And finally, the statement number 4 says whatever you are entering the data and it is being stored in the cursor, it should be flushed into onto the table. So you will have to use the commit statement in fourth statement. So without wasting or consuming time on the paper, we are moving towards a Python program. So here we have, I have opened the Python ideally. Okay, so यहाँ पर हम Python का प्रोग्राम लिखने जा रहे हैं. So the first statement to be written here is import CSV, because जब तक आप CSV मॉड्यूल इंपोर्ट नहीं करेंगे, CSV का प्रोग्राम आप नहीं बना पाएंगे. And this time I'm going to create, this is simple straight away program, so you may write program user defined function, or you may not write user defined function, it depends. But I am here giving you the option that I am going to write this program using user defined function. So overhead def write data, and the file is student.csv. So file is this, and since you are going to create, so you'll have to give the open mode, that is W, means you are going to write, and new line is equal to, it should be null, otherwise a blank record is inserted between the records. So that is why I have given new line, and if you want to omit this, you can leave this, no problem. But if you do not use new line, uh, as I have said that a blank lines or blank line or blank list is inserted between the records. So that is why I have given new line. I have committed a mistake here. I'm going to create a function here, and now with open new line as f colon and obj is equal to csv dot writer, and over here the file object is f, and here we can mention the delimiter. So I am not giving any delimiter here. Let's say, or backslash t. Backslash t is meant for tab. So this way your CSV file is created, and since you are going to write, so you will have to use function writer to write the data onto CSV. Another thing which you will have to keep in mind, that when you write any code, when you write any data onto CSV, you will have to write line by line. So to write the line onto the CSV file, we'll use write a row. So at a time, only one row is written. So first row is the header row, means you will have to write the row, the header row. So very simple. How to write the header? So this is obj dot write row. What you're going to write, it should be in the form of the list. Number one is student ID. Let me see. Student ID, student name, comma, student name, and score. So the header is written, and then you can give or input the data. So I'm using the loop to give the data. And one thing I'm going to declare here, that is record of list type. Now while true, so first I have to take student ID. So s is equal to integer input student ID, then name n is equal to input name. We can have single quotes and double quotes as well. So I have taken name, and after name I have to input a score. So sc I am taking, and it is of integer type. Input score, and after entering these values, I'll make the list. So rec dot append, make the list of these three arguments s comma n comma sc. इस तरीके से हमारी एक एक रिकॉर्ड तैयार हो गया। लेकिन अभी हम इस रिकॉर्ड को नहीं लिखवा रहे हैं बिकॉज इसीलिए हमने इसको अपेंड यूज किया है। हम चाहें तो यहाँ पर भी लिखवा सकते हैं राइट रो करके, बिकॉज वी कैन राइट ए रो व्हेन यू एंटर। बट मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि जब तक आप पूरा डेटा कलेक्ट ना कर लें तब तक हम इसको नहीं लिखवा रहे हैं और अपेंड करते जा रहे हैं, राइट। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू keep this loop continued. So I'll have to mention whether you want to continue or not. So I'm taking one variable yn is equal to input no records, yes or no. If yn in n or small n, अगर आप नो करते हैं तो ये बाहर निकल जाएगा। सो गिविंग ब्रेक हियर, तो ये you are out of the loop now. Since we have created the list, now this is time to write this list onto the CSV file. So how to write? So I am going to use a loop for I in list, and this time I'm going to use obj dot write row I. So this is the data. Okay. Now next is to read the data. So def read data with open. Same file should be there, students dot csv. This time I'll use R, and as F colon. Just a phone, just a call. Just wait. अब ये लिखने के बाद हमें करना क्या है, सीधा सिंपल ये है कि अब आपको करना है रीड, रीड के लिए क्या करेंगे आप, सीधा सीधा ओपन स्टूडेंट डॉट दिस स्टूडेंट डॉट सी एस वी एंड रीड मोड लिख गया। रीड मोड लिखने के बाद हमने क्या करना है, अपेंड इज डन, ये भी हो गया, मोर रिकॉर्ड्स भी हो गए। एंड उसके बाद हमें क्या करना है, रीड रिकॉर्ड और एंड प्लेस ऑफ डब्ल्यू हमने कर लिया आर, आर उसके बाद हम कर रहे हैं एस, लाइक obj is equal to csv dot reader and f simple. And now for I in obj and print I, मतलब चेक करके देखते हैं इसको, मेरे ख्याल से हो जाना चाहिए। और ये रहा आपका रन मोड, देखते हैं क्या होता है। CSV क्रिएट मैंने इसका नाम दे दिया एंड देखते हैं, यस देखते हैं। ओह, रन, कॉल तो हमने किया ही नहीं, तो कॉल करने के, जब तक कॉल नहीं करेंगे तब तक रन कैसे होगा। सो यहाँ पर मैं लिख देता हूँ मेन, तो पहले मैं लेता हूँ रीड डेटा और उसके बाद लेता हूँ, सॉरी, पहले राइट डेटा और उसके बाद लेता हूँ रीड डेटा। रन, what happened? Oh, indentation, this is very important in Python. So now run it. Student ID I say 100, then say Naman, score 90. Okay, okay. Is giving here. is not defined. This is 10 and now yes 101 87 and now this is the data, read data. Okay, over here we are facing some problem. What is the problem? Backslash t, I think this is not taking. uh, if I open this, this name is students.dat. If I open this file in MS Excel, then let's see what happened. Students.csv. So students.csv that is being stored here. Uses now student.csv, student.csv, student.csv. So here this is a CSV file and this will be opened in Excel. So this is the data. So हमें क्या करना चाहिए, हम एक काम करते हैं, वैसे प्रोग्राम ठीक है, वो आप चाहें तो उसको भी यूज कर सकते हैं, पर अभी हम थोड़ा सा इसको चेंज करने की कोशिश करेंगे. Come to data from text, file is in C drive. C drive, then users, user, then students. Okay, so it is saying delimited and next, because this is tab, and here if you click it,